Hello Studio 4 and welcome to this week's math boxes. We're going to dive right in to Monday. There are two parts to this box. You're going to need to use the chart for both of them. Part A, you are putting the populations in order from least to greatest. And then part B, you're comparing the two amounts of the populations using greater than, less than, or equal to. So for this one, make sure you're putting the smallest number first. So finding that within this chart. And then the greatest number at the bottom, again, using this chart. Then you need to compare the population, so you're going to look back up into the chart, find Plano's population, and compare it with Austin's. So the Austin's is greater, so we're going to put the less than sign. And you'll do that for the rest of these. For Tuesday, it says each problem was below was solved incorrectly. Identify the error and solve each equation correctly. So we're going to do A together. We're just going to walk through and check how they did this so that we can write what the error is in this column, and then we need to put the correct answer in this column. So 7 plus 5 is 12. It looks like they put a 2 here, but they didn't carry the 1. They just kept it down here. So my error is going to be 7 plus 5 equals 2. They put 12 like this. So I put what the error was down here, and then I'm going to correct it. So I'm actually going to solve this problem. 547 plus 845. 12, I carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 9. 13. This is the actual answer. So you should be able to do B on your own. These are scales, which means if they are level, meaning at the same level, they are equal in weight. So a 4th cup of flour is equivalent or equal to however much these weights weigh. So I can decide that a 4th cup of flour equals 10, 20, 30 grams. So you should be able to do that for the rest of the balance scales. Thursdays is pretty fun. You have to find the rule and then complete the table. So remember, when you're trying to find a rule, it could be plus, minus, multiplication, or division. And you just need to make sure it works for the entire table. So for example, this first one, how do I get from 2 to 6? Well, I could do times 3. I could do plus 4. And now let's see if that works. I'm going to go to the next one that's filled out. If I do the times 3 rule, 4 times 3 is 12. If I do the plus 4 rule, 4 plus 4 is 8. So I know it's not this one. It's got to be times 3. And then I can fill out the rest of this chart. 3 times 3 is 9. What times 3 equals 18? 6. So do that for the next XY table. Moving on to Friday's math box. It says look at the fraction models and complete the comparison by inserting the correct numerator. So they're showing that these two fractions are equal to each other. This fraction has already been completed for us. There's 4 out of 8 pieces. So this fraction is going to be 1 out of 2 pieces, 1/2. You should be able to do the rest of these. Math Fact Corner this week is all multiplication. MultiStep Math. Kate collects baseball cards. She has 155 cards in her collection and got a pack of 20 new cards for her birthday. She traded 5 of those cards for 1 super rare card. How many cards does she have now? So we need to take her 155 starting amount plus her 20 new cards. And then she does some trading. So she trades, she gets rid of 5, and for that minus 5, she gets 1 really rare card. So after you figure out 175, take away 5, and then add 1, and then however many cards, make sure you put a label in the solution box. Lastly, number of the week, expanded form. We've talked about this, the value of each number, add them all up. 100 more than 987, 10 less than 987, sum of the digits. I'm going to write out the problem for you, but you have to solve it. That 9 plus 8 plus 7. Fractions, write a proper fraction using the digits, then draw a visual representation. So if you want to take on this challenge, go ahead and skip this part, but if not, since we haven't really gotten into fractions, I'm going to help you. Proper fraction means that the numerator, the top number, has to be smaller than the bottom number. So I could put 8 or 7 on the top. I'm going to put 8. And then I'm going to put a bigger number on the bottom. So this now looks like 8/9. And if I draw a rectangle, I have 9 pieces, and I'm going to shade in 8 of them. Decide, is this number odd or even? Look at that ones place. Equation builder, we've done this. You need to write 3 equations that equal 987. Place value blocks, remember the squares equal 100, sticks equal 10, and then dots or cubes equal 1. You need to make 987 out of those. And then go ahead and double 987. Good luck this week.